So another week of sneaker releases, and there really seems to be some nice sneakers coming out this week. So it's a packed, fun week, and I'm going to go through the past releases first. So the first one up is the Nike Book One Python, and this one released. It seems to be sort of quite low in numbers. I wasn't a fan of the particular colorway, but it looks like it's pretty much sort of started to sort of sell out, I guess, in especially at Nike anyway. And it was one of those pairs that I think Devin Booker was trying to sort of promote quite a lot on social media as well by giving pairs away. And then these didn't release in the UK and EU, so I don't know if they actually dropped, but it sounds like they dropped in the US. But again, it sounds like it might be a bit limited as well, and it's the Air Jordan 5 Retro El Grito in sale. And also, which I thought would, to my surprise, would be more widely available, but they weren't, and it's the Crocs Juniper Tahini. And I missed out on a pair of these, but I'm still trying to see if I can get them for retail. I think the Crocs website haven't released them just yet, but if they do, then I'll probably grab them, but I'm not paying resale for these. And also, as far as I know, which dropped on the Bodega website, is the Asics Gel Kayane 20. Small wins add up. And it's a nice looking sneaker, but again, not my bag. I'm not too much into Asics sneakers. And on the 13th of September, the US drop was for the Air Foamposite Royal, and nice colourway. And you know, if you're a fan of Foamposites, then you'll probably grab these, but it wasn't a must for me. And also dropped is the future Nike Jam Olympics, and I think it's also dubbed the Electric Train. And this is a pair that I did actually buy, and we'll have a review up for soon. But it's a nice looking trainer at the end of the day, and shame it only came women's sizes though. And also, which is pretty much sitting, is the Naked Adidas Samba and Titch Tennis, and these are both in sort of white colourways, and just a very average pair of sneakers for both of them in my opinion. And the one I missed the release on is the Pata Nike Air Max 1. I've got my times confused. This is a chlorophyll colour, 20th anniversary. However, it seemed like it was hard to get anyway, and not paying the crazy resale prices on these either. And also these dropped as well, which is a Peace -1 Nike Air Force 1 07 Paranoise 3.0. And this is, I think, by the Korean pop band, if I'm not mistaken. And to me, it's just an average sneaker. And I did kind of look at them on the sneakers app, and they're very expensive at £185. And they, I suppose, slowly sort of sold out eventually over the course of the day. But not a sneaker that I was checking for anyway. But again, at £185 is extortionate in my opinion for a pair of Air Force Ones. And then also released was the New Balance 1000 Sea Salt and Heron Blue and Ash Red Dust, and these are nice in my opinion. I don't think there's anything too wrong with them. And then also we have the Air Jordan 1 High OG Midnight Navy. These released, to me it seems like quite limited in numbers, because I looked on the Nike app and they seem to have sold out in most sizes, and especially the size that I was after, I suppose. And also some of the other retailers as well, specific sizes have sold out, so I think they're still sort of quite limited in numbers. But in all honesty, it's not like a major thing for me. There's a few other trainers that I'm kind of looking at this month that I'm looking to cop, and this one for me can wait if if I get to the point of wanting them. But I know they sort of dropped under retail a hell of a lot to, in my size they were going for, I think, about $115 or something like that. So and after fees, I think that'll be about $130. So not too bad, but like I said, I'll wait. I think they'll drop in my opinion, and if not, then I'm not too fussed about grabbing them. Now, coming on to the upcoming releases this week, I think the first one that's up is the New Balance 1906A, and this is in the black and also the concrete colorway, which is the grey colorway. And these sneakers are part of the, what are they called? I think the Tech Explosion pack. And I actually like the original pair, which is really, really nice in my opinion. And these two are nice, but obviously they're a bit more sort of monotone. But if I had to pick out the two, I'd probably go for the silver pair. But in all honesty, I might sort of circle back around and grab the original Tech Explosion, because I think they're really nice in the sort of straightforward Y2K type aesthetic, whilst these ones are, like I said, a bit more monotone. And the pair that I'm definitely sort of picking up hopefully this week is the Air Max Sunday in black and silver. Just a big fan of this particular silhouette. I think it just looks really cool on feet, and also great for the winter really. So there is also a Gore-Tex version coming out sometime at some point, so that will be a nice addition as well. And then we've got the another trio of New Balance. As far as I can see, it's on the 18th of September as well, and they out of the three colours, I'm probably going to be boring and sort of choose the Moonrock colourway as the one to get, in my opinion. But it's a really nice sort of silhouette in my opinion, and really sort of comfortable on foot as well. So, but the other two colourways aren't bad, but it's just not something that I would wear, I suppose. And then also on the 19th, a retro of the AMX90 Reverse Stack Camo. And these sneakers aren't too bad, but it's not like a must-have. I do like the AMX90 as a silhouette, but again, this particular colourway, it's not really my bag, I suppose. I'm not really that much into sort of these camouflage type sneakers. And also releasing on the 19th is the Kobe 9 Elite Low Protro Halo. And I think, again, a really nice sneaker, and the Kobe 9 is supposed to be really, great for sort of basketball as well. But probably we'll skip on these because I think there's a few other pairs that I'm more interested in. But good for like performance wear, I suppose. I'm not sure how they relate to wearing for lifestyle. And also we've got the New Balance 990 V6 on the same day, so in the 19th. And this is in the Rich Oak Cosmic Grape colourway. And they're not bad actually, they're quite nice, especially good for sort of winter time. And I think out of the three sort of New Balances that are releasing in the 990 series, I think this is the nicest one. And because the next one that's up is the 993 Olive Leaf Maze. And just not really a fan of these. I do like the 993 model, I think it's really nice, the silhouette's really comfortable on foot, but just not a fan of this particular colourway. And same goes for the Olive Midnight Violet pair. I think Teddy Santis has released better colourways, but this one's really good for winter, I suppose. But it's not something that I'd like. I kind of like the more neutral colours, or the ones with the sort of more wacky colours, and this seems to be, I suppose, in between both of those, and just not really, I suppose, selling it to me. And one pair that I'm going to try and grab is the 1906 Loafer in metallic silver. And the reason being is I just don't get on with shoes, and I think this is probably a good compromise. And I do like, I suppose, anything that is more of a sort of slip-on style piece of footwear. And this one, I think, will be, in my opinion, be comfortable if it's anything like the 1906s with the midsole outsole combination, and the upper being, soft and sort of made out of mesh material. Then I think they'll be onto a winner, and I think they actually look nice. And then also we've got the SFTM Adidas Adistar cushion. This is releasing in 3 different colorways. Good for winter time. It's a comfortable sneaker, quite sort of neutral on foot, and quite cool looking as well in my eyes. But the colorways aren't doing it for me. I think if I was to grab any of them, it'd probably be the dark brown or the taupe metallic. But again, not doing it for me. And then we've got the J-Tips Saucony Pro Grid Omni 9, and this is part of the to-do list pack. And I think these are both nice sneakers. I think out of the both of them, the tan one to me appeals more. But they're both, at the end of the day, sort of nice sneakers. But again, not something that I will be checking for. I do like the colorways, but I just not a fan of I suppose Saucony trainers. In all honesty, I think it has to be something which is going to be really sort of push it over the edge for me to be tempted by it. But this, with the price that they're at £185, is too much money. And then we've got the Cecily Banson Asics Gel Quantum 360, which is the 8 model. And these are just not doing it for me at all. I just feel like they probably didn't need to release, but again, not for my particular demographic, I suppose. And also what's releasing is the Verdy Nike SB Dunk Low Vista. And I'm sure there'll be some raffles for the skate shops, but your other chance will be on the Nike app. And I think I'll obviously enter the raffle for these, but obviously not too fussed if I don't win them. But I know they're kind of hyped up and probably be worth money on the resale market anyway. So, and that would probably be the primary reason to grab them. But I do like the look of them. I think they're quite cool, but it's not something that I would wear. It's probably more for display. And then we've got the Nike SB AMX Ishod Verdy as well. And this one, I think, I don't know, there's something about this model is just not doing it for me at all. I think there's better SB models out there, and even though this is a new silhouette, it's just something about it. It just puts me off. I'm not sure what it is, but not my bag. And at the moment, we've got the 20th for these, which is the Air Jordan 4 Retro OG Armand Maniere. And it's a nice sneaker, but I think for me, I'm just not completely sold on it. I do obviously like the material, do like the I suppose the way it's been constructed, but I'm just not a fan of the colorway. In all honesty, I think it's just a bit too, again, sort of monotone, and I think it would be difficult to sort of match up as well. And then the size exclusive is the Nike MXDN Smoky Mauve, and this one, it's got some nice details on it, and it's different to all the other MXDNs that I've released so far, and they've kind of blacked out the bubble as well, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know, kind of taking that vibe from I suppose the Travis Scott Air Max ones, where they've kind of blanked out the air bubble, or the Stussy Air Max 2013s. And then we've got also the Puma Mostro Archive, and this is again a sort of laceless type sneaker, and you know, for me it's more, you know, it looks more like a football boot, and I'm probably not that interested in them, to be honest. I think you know, a certain type of person would probably wear these, and more on the sort of fashion side. And something that I'm hoping to grab is the Bad Bunny Adidas Gazelle Indoor. I've been like waiting for these to come out for months, and it seems to be pushed back. So hopefully, maybe I can sort of grab a pair at some point, you know, this coming week. And then also we have the PSG pack, which is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG in pink, and not pink Oxford. And then also the Spizike Low Infrared. I didn't know about this, the Spizike Low Infrared, but both colorways are okay. Not doing it for me, but you know, I think obviously PSG ones are usually quite sort of limited in terms of the numbers that they have, and at the end of the day, they're not bad. And I think there was also the Jordan Slide that released as well, which is a PSG one, and that's already out as far as I know, especially like seeing on the UK and EU app. So yeah, so it should be a good week.